Welcome back to Raw Grain Flip, and today we finally have the last of the 80s, 90s holiday special that I did way back in December. This one took forever. Let's see, the order arrived on December 4th, prepped on the 7th, so that was quick. Finally completed on February 15th. But overall, I think that was about 73 days door to door, so obviously that includes weekends, etc. So that one was kind of a bummer to take so long, especially when I had 6 or 7 other orders come and go. But I do have an idea on possibly why that we'll get to when we get to those cards. But let's get right into it. 32 cards, and I have some fun ones in here. And I probably have some head scratchers that some people will, say, why did you do that? All right, let me actually flip these over so we can see them in the submitted order. All right, here we go. First one here is a 1998 Bowman's Best Miguel Tejada Refractor, Gem Mint 10. This is a Pop 1 and 199 out of 400. Don't know how much big of a market there is for him, but it's cool. A Bowman's Best Refractor, Pop 1, Gem Mint, I'll take it. And no surprise, you got a couple of these in here. 93 Finest, the kind of the all-star, subset, I guess you could say. We got Wade Boggs. We have a Mint 9, which, that centering definitely is not there, but it maybe saved it from getting lower because look at all that green on his uniform. So that's kind of nice to be a 9 there. One more of these, we have Ryan Sandberg. This one got a near mint 7. And, you got some of the greening, but that centering is, pretty off left to right there. I'm going to put the 7s down here. Hopefully there's not too many more of those. Actually, maybe I have some room up here. All right, another one here. We have a 96 score Mariano Rivera Gem Mint 10. Says rookie, obviously it's not his rookie. I think Score did that for a while, and some others did before they really honed in on when you can have the rookie card logo. But still a fun card. All right, here's a handful of ones that most people probably wouldn't have sent in, but I like them. 98 Leaf State Reps, Tim Salmon here, Mint 9. I kind of like that blue on blue color match, and these are out of 5,000. Now this one and the other two I sent in, I thought they had a little bit of a chance at 10s. The fronts are pretty solid, but where they're gonna get me is, let's see if it focus up on these corners here. You can see a tiny bit of white there, a little bit over here on that left corner. So this is where they've started tightening up on the back. I've had 10s before with a little bit of a tip there, but I think PSA is really tightening up. All right, another cool kind of color match here. Mint 9 on the gem here. Again, out of 5,000, and he has 2 tiny tip corners there. If you don't watch Little Victories, definitely check out his channel, but he has a good video. I think it's his latest video that kind of talks about the state of PSA and how they're tightening up, and 10s are becoming a little bit more hard to get, which in the long run is a good thing. We have a Mo Vaughn here, Mint 9, same sets. As you can see, front and everything's pretty centered. Foil looks good. But the back, we have a tiny bit of, white there. So that's it for those ones. Moving on, we have the iconic, one of the iconic Frank Thomas rookies. This one I actually thought could get an 8 because of the centering, but we got a Mint 9 on the 1990 Leaf Frank Thomas. Not high value or anything, but still a cool card from, at least my childhood, and I'm sure a lot of people's childhoods. All right, another Frank Thomas here. We have a 96 Metal Universe Heavy Metal. We got the Mint 9 as well. This one had, and This one didn't have too much that I could notice, you know, but I'm sure if I looked a little deeper, you know, maybe one of these corners is a little, you know, a little dinged or whatnot. But all right, we have a 98 Finest Andrew Jones. So this one they put non-protected on a mint 9. Wow. Same card, different player. Rivera, we got the Gem Mint 10, which is awesome, but they didn't put non-protected. So this kind of annoys me. I've noticed it on, you know, when I look at Pop Report, and especially for cards and years that have the protective film, that they're all over the place on how they label it. Some, you know, it's kind of the Rivera that doesn't have anything. Some say not protective, and then obviously the ones with the sticker on it say protective, etc. So PSA really needs to kind of do a cleanup of their reports to, you know, really make sure all the verbiage matches. But moving on, 95 Bowman's Best, Bartolo Colon, blue, mint 9. Now this one I thought had a shot at a 10. The centering's pretty good. Yeah, even the back is pretty good, but, you know, no worries. They are a little heavy there, but we have a 92 Bowman Barry Bonds, the foil, and the gold foil, but foil, near mint 8. This one I think is just, oh, actually I know why on this one. This is kind of a Dumbo move on my end. If you look down here, focus up there, you know, all along here, I mean, that's foil. So it's foil either coming through or, you know, transferred from, you know, maybe another card it stuck to for a while. And there's a little bit above here by the Bowman. So that's on me. I had 2 of these and I sent this one in, you know, kind of just sloppy on the reviewing before I send in. All right, so we have a second Tim Salmon here, 95 Finest Refractor, a mint 9. So for any of the big Tim Salmon fans out there, I got 2 mint 9 cards for you. And these refractors are not numbered. You can see refractor right there. You know, just off center on the front there. All right, this card I knew was going to get a low grade. I just thought it looked really cool. 96 Topps Laser Roger Clemens, near mint 7. And, you know, you would think most of the 7 probably came from the Flames, but they were actually pretty good on that die cut. Where it came from, and, you know, this is what I knew sending it in is, you know, these edges are beat, as you can see here. There and all the way on the bottom. So I knew that sending in, I just thought it was a really cool card with the flame die cuts and just wanted to get it slabbed up. All right, so if you watched one of my older videos, we had the King Griffey Platinum that got a 9, and now the Barry Bonds has a 9 too from 96 Metal Platinum. This one, I think this had a little transfer as well somewhere, if I remember correctly, but I'm, you know, I'm good with a 9. All right, some basic Metal Universes. Kenny Lofton, mint 9. I had a whole small bulk order that I got off of eBay that had the Junior and had the Barry, and then just a handful of these other ones. And, you know, there weren't too many others to grade. I don't even know if I technically should have graded the Lofton or, you know, this Fielder mint 9 as well. But they were kind of some of the bigger names that I, you know, knew from my childhood growing up. So with the special, decided to grade them. All right, these next cards I think might be why it took a longer to encapsulate. And, you know, either they're trying a new way or whatnot, but we have some minis here. So this is the first time I've seen this type of encapsulation where they have an inner sleeve that's full, and then they just do these, you know, ridge bubbles to actually keep the card in line. So Here we have a 1991 Topps Micro Berry Bonds. We have the mint 9 on that. I like that, you know, it's solid. It's not sliding around, bouncing around. I bought a whole damaged set of these, and the chipper was not damaged, but it was way too off center to send in. Maybe one of these days I'll send it in knowing it'll probably get an 8 just for fun, but all right, we have a Gem Mint 10 here on the Micro Berry Bonds All-Star card. And we have a Don Mattingly Gem Mint 10 as well. Which is interesting because this one has a fisheye right there on the back, which should have probably taken this down to a 9. But maybe the grader was just, you know, love these cards or something. And a Cal Ripken Gem Mint 10. Try to focus up a little bit better. And there's there's the back. All right, if you remembered when if you saw that video of the pre-sub video on this, you knew I had 2 of these Billy Ripken F-Face that had gone out of card show. I think I got them for about 25 bucks a piece. And when I sent them in, you know, this one I predicted an 8 and this one I predicted a 9. So let's see if I was anywhere close. So that first one, you know, as you can see, it's off center, does have that white tip down there. And this one got a near mint 7. And, you know, that makes sense. You know, looking at it a little closer, that white tip down there, you know, really is some paper loss. Come on, focus up there. You know, so 7 makes total sense, along with the, you know, how off center it is. Oh, I can't fit this on the screen here. All right. But, you know, this card is selling for $65 to $75 as a 7. So, you know, still worth it. In the F-face error, you know, not the black box or some of the other ones. All right, so that one I thought was going to be an 8. It was a 7. This one I thought was going to be a 9. Let me focus that up. Look at it together. You know, centering's good. You know, the corners are pretty solid. And this one did get a 9. So 1989 Fleer, Bill Ripken, F-face error. You see it right there on the knob. And, you know, that's what the back looks like. You know, a little white there. So this one sells roughly $125, maybe up to $140. So these 2 right here so far, you know, maybe just under paying half the order, a little under it. All right, next card here. I got this when I was out in Vegas for Thanksgiving at one of the card shops. I think I got for like $1, you know, and we pulled a Gem Mint 10 on this one. Pretty huge card, 1983 Topps, Walter Payton sticker insert, Gem Mint 10. Not a lot of sales. The only sale I saw recently was for 300 bucks. So that's really huge. You know, assuming I can get close to it. Now, oops, that 9 goes here. Now the 2 Ripken and this cover or almost cover all of it. And if that doesn't cover the order, you know, we can throw in this Gem Mint 10 of a 1984 Topps passing leaders, Marino and Bartowski. This should, you know, last I saw 125 maybe, give or take. But so that's kind of the perfect way, you know, that really hopefully your orders go is 2 to 3 cards, pay for it, and everything else is profit. So, you know, all these 9s that, you know, maybe I can only sell for 20 bucks, 15, 30, 40. It doesn't matter, you know, those are pure profit, you know. So it doesn't matter if the individual card is a loss once I've covered my total payment for pay order. Anyways, 1980 Topps Near Mint 7. This card and the two others following it, I got them off eBay for like $1 a piece, and then the guy combined shipping, so pretty cheap order. And I just thought they were really cool. I never do basketball, but 80s Topps, and you have one of the best on here. I couldn't even have told you what I pre-graded it at. It's off center. The corners are a little. This one, the corners are pretty soft. Let's see if I can zoom in here. I don't know why it's not focusing. But anyways, so 7 on that. We have another one here that got a 7. This has the Julius Erving. And the last of those 3 got a Near Mint 8, and this has the Julius Erving as well. So I don't, money-wise, probably lost money or, break even on a grading fee because I did a special, but I don't really care. I thought those were cool. Got them off eBay for cheap. They're fun. All right, we got 3 more cards here. We have this 91 Skybox, Michael Jordan, Gem Mint 10. This was just a random card in some weird bulk set I got off eBay that had some of 93 finest in it. That's what I was really going for. And then just a bunch of random stuff. And this random one actually looked good and, gemmed up. Not expensive card, $40 maybe. And here's that George Foreman. Got that EX5. There's always one. But as there's always one, usually when you look at it, you can figure out why. And this is one where I was just throwing cards in the order. At first glance, it looked great. I'm sure everything, looks great here, but I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Every corner is actually, see up there on that right corner, a little bit folded over or crease. There, that corner. I'll try to get these back ones here for you. Come on. Well, they're all there. They all have a tiny little fold. So if I make sense, this is another one where I just blindly looked at it up. It's great, and threw it in because got a little too shiny object on the special that they had going on. All right, the last one here. This one has a Near Mint 7, has the rock in it. Really the only reason I graded it. I just thought it was a fun card. I mean, you can look on that edge. The edge is, beat up. But 1998 WWF Superstars with a Z, The Nation, with a Near Mint 7, finishing up on the rock and his wink there. Or not even a wink, I guess, eyebrow raise. So that's it. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thanks for watching.